Oh boy, Toby. He always gets so hyped up for these little videos, doesn't he? Don't know how he does it. We've got game 2 here for you, though. Game 2 of Team Go up against Singularity. The draft has begun. Let's get ourselves in, shall we, here for the ESL 1 Katowice Open Qualifiers for Europe. We've had China, Southeast Asia all go through. South America's happening now, and NA later. There's also CIS happening now, I believe. There's just so much Dota going on. And of course, next week we'll have the closed qualifier action, all broadcast here from the JD Studios, with some wonderful surprise guests coming along as well. But for now, opens. Let's see which of these teams are heading on through to the closed qualifiers. So far, Singularity 1 game up in this best of 3. Team Go, they held it close. It was a tight match until that one little bit of experience, that one mistake, that one better move by your opponents just swings things out of your control, and then you're playing catch-up for the rest of the game, which was a little unfortunate for them. But you know what's funny is when your opponents pick all of your heroes. Tusk, Shadow Shaman, and Puck. This time, Singularity have them. Team Go, not picking any of Singularity's heroes, though. There's no Bane. It's banned,
10 seconds remaining.
Unfortunately. There's no Tiny, because, well, Tiny's also banned.
Remaining.
So they go with the Sand King and the Witch Doctor as their openers. And now can start thinking about how they deal with this enemy Puck. We saw Singularity use that Disruptor, that Tiny, to do very well. You don't have the Shadow Shaman with those shackles. You could maybe think about going for something like the Razor. You've got Sand King and Witch Doctor to try and enable that hero. But you've also got the option to pick up your off laner now and think about your safe laner and your mid laner a little bit later on in the draft. Something like a Tidehunter wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary here. Pairs up nicely with the Sand King Witch Doctor in team fights. And is incredibly resilient to heroes like Shadow Shaman and Tusk with that wonderful Kraken shell. Go with the Faceless Void, though, to start things off in that second stage. Decent against Puck in the mid-game. Pretty good against the Tusk. Same or similar reasons as we liked the Disruptor against Tusk in the previous game. Because the Snowball is just that big red flag saying, hey, we are indicating where we're going, who's going with us, and you can chrono on top if you want to. And that's an interesting pick. We don't see too much Veno anymore. I wonder where it's heading. Definitely a strong solo laner. But is that a safe lane Veno and an off lane Puck, and then you have someone in the mid lane that gives you a ton of physical damage, or is this, an off-lane Veno and then a mid-puck, and you need a safe laner that brings you physical damage and magic damage mix, like a Gyro or a Luna? They've just got options galore, honestly, here. I mean, Singularity could even, if they wanted to, run off-lane Tusk and have the other heroes filter into some different lanes. Team Go definitely looking for some damage to be pumped into the chrono, though. So often aim for those ranged damage dealers, the OD, the Clinks. They will go back for the Tide, which I did love. So that means Faceless Void is going to be your safe laner. Maybe dual lane mid with Witch Doctor. We've seen it a couple of times, but I'm not a big fan, especially if it's just like a Puck mid. Spam out Orb, not really too much kill power there. So I think Go are looking for their mid laner as their final hero. Again, the OD, the Clinks, Mirana, Tinker. Is Tinker good here? Tinker's, nah. Against Puck, Tusk, it's a bit annoying. You could maybe pull it off. Razor, Terrorblade. What else we've got? Like Arc Warden, Viper. Invoker we don't see too much anymore. Queen of Pain's banned. Who's the best? I think OD is reasonably good. Tinker is reasonably good, but Mirana is probably the best of them all. You want someone to be able to clear wards. Right now you have no one but Witch Doctor. I guess Tide can walk up and hit the wards, but not the best. They ban out the DP, that would have been sick to go along with the Ravage and the Chronosphere. And it gives them that tower killing power as well. A Razor removed by Team Go. Who are they thinking of then? Is that Razor just because Razor against Tide in lane, then Razor against Void in the mid game? Yeah, it seems like a solid ban all around. now you think about it. Razor just slams Tidehunter in lane. And then you open things up for your supports to go and make action in other lanes. So what did we say? We said Mirana, Sniper. Ooh, Sniper's a good one. Sniper's a sick hero here, actually. Serpent Wards and Plague Wards. Very, like, who have you got to catch here? Tusk and Puck? Yeah, Sniper's sick, actually. I like that. Thank you for picking it, Team Go. And then Singularity. Where are you putting this Veno?
10 seconds remaining.
What do you need here? You need like a CK hero.
5 seconds remaining.
You need like an early tempo, tower hitting illusion, gap closing maniac. Spectre? Spectre or CK? Spectre or CK. What else is there? Is Timber good? Timber seems okay. And then you go aggro try with your Shadow Shaman Tusk. That could work. Weaver seems bad. This isn't really good for options. I mean, Monkey King seems okay, but not amazing by any means. It might just be a Juggernaut, honestly. You might just want to pick Juggernaut here. Go Battle Fury and go like Battle Fury Manta Blink. Then you blink onto the Sniper with your Puck and your Tusk. And then you've got Healing Ward to push towers. Lycan's banned, right? Yeah, Lycan's banned. I did not expect that. Not in a million years. So that means it's safe lane Veno, right? Okay. SF mid, then off lane Puck. I feel like they have to go aggro with the Veno. Oh. Let me think about this. So Puck is against Sand King, Witch Doctor, Void. Can they go dual lanes here? Shadow Shaman Veno against Tide. Puck Tusk against the defensive tri-lane. Shadow Fiend is then 1v1 mid solo against Sniper. So you're going to need the Tusk mid with the SF. And then it's Shadow Shaman Veno against Tide. Puck has to solo in a lot of these lanes. But I guess solo against Witch Doctor Void while the Sand King has to deal with Tusk is probably your best option. We'll see how they set things up. But I do like that Sniper last pick. Very nice. The trouble you have here, though, is if SF goes for like Blink Yules, Sniper dies a lot. Like Blink Yules, BKB, SF. You have Chrono, and that's it. At least you have something, I guess. We'll see how things go. My nose is getting a little bit blocked. The cold weather here in Berlin not treating me kindly. But Singularity, Mastermind SF heading towards mid lane. Bashruk on the Tusk this time around as Solon will take the Shadow Shaman and we'll have Mikey's Puck. Smoke? Bashruk? What are you waiting for? Waiting for 45 seconds, are you? Then you're going to go and run over here and up here and behind here. Oh, you're waiting a little bit longer maybe. Come on, 45. Come on, 45. Smoke and go. Your teammates want to go. Come on, 3 seconds late. It's the 45-second smoke. It's known. It's known. It is known. It's not the 42-second smoke before the clock. Oh, they're going to go this way. Oh, different. Ooh, sneaky. All the way in behind. Singularity looking for a kill. Sand Kings run west. Oh, they have no idea. They have no idea. They trap the Witch Doctor. They want to give the SF souls if they can get the catch. Vanuki's pretty quick here. They need to orb forward and body block. Puck will jump. Damage output's not going to be good enough from the SF, so Puck's going to have to take this with one more hit. Mikey doesn't get the job done, so Witch Doctor survives. Void sneaks away, gets close to a bounty rune, but he has no time walk anymore. Oh, 5. Can you steal this one? He's going to have to run forward and grab it. There we go, he does, but the shackles will arrive. There's the damage. SF needs the last hit. but Solon steals it. Didn't want Time Walk to come up from Void, so they have to take the kill. So they don't get the additional souls on Shadow Fiend, which they were desperately trying to look for. And the dual lanes they set up here, Puck plus Tusk against the Witch Doctor and the Faceless Void. So they've put their Venom up at top to solo, up against that Tidehunter as Vanuki's going to get orbed and killed. A secondary one there for Singularity as they take first blood and they bring down the Witch Doctor, while mid lane will be Sniper Sand King against the Shadow Fiend for now. SF, a couple of souls, a couple of last hits already up with the help of the Shadow Shaman. Will get the range creep deny as well. So will Sniper though. Well, back and forth there between the two midders. Looks like Tide has managed to nearly get level 2. Just being in this 1v1 for a little while. Shadow Shaman has to play catch up. Mikey being pressured hard here. Can't even get his wards off, his wand off, sorry. As Bashruk tries to turn back with a Shard's play. Mikey will return. Just needs that level 2. Get a level of phase shift, dodge some of these projectiles, or just get that guaranteed orb away. Pretty even across all of the core heroes' last hits here, but Bashruk has been found by the Sand King and the Witch Doctor. Looks like they'll give up for now. Bounty runes being stolen away by the Dire team on top of it all. Solon's trying to get in there and take Brown Dog's one, but the Tidehunter will get there first. He'll lose about a third of his HP for this, maybe even more if they can get there with a Gale, but Brown Boots up on this Tidehunter means Adamson unable to get there quite fast enough, but they will go in onto Mitch. Shrapnel. Oh, Fairy Fire keeps Mastermind alive, but not for long enough. And he will finally fall as the Sand King made that rotation in. Level 2. And that Caustic Finale was ready. Shrapnel being such an incredible nuisance, though. Snowball in onto Sniper means that the double raises. Mastermind gets the triple. Slams them all into the Sniper's face, and a very big kill there for them. Brings Mastermind up to a 6th spot in this lane. Sniper dead for so long means that the farm will start coming in. They're also pressuring bottom. Mikey has been left alone here as Vanuki is pulling across. But it means that Void takes a bit of a battering, and now Mikey level 3 contesting this pull across. Getting the damage in onto Witch Doctor. Orbing over. But a 6 stun means Mikey can't jaunt, and now jumped on by the Void. This Maledict might just pop him over. Mikey wands up. A bash here from Void will secure a kill, but Mikey gets far enough away. And with time dilation wearing off, he did have his phase shift very nearly ready, but it's mid lane. Again onto Mastermind. Only one shrapnel though, and now he's out of range of it. I don't know if they'll be able to bring him down, especially with a TP from Shadow Shaman warding them back. Again, Vanuki here, battling with Mikey. Maledict with that cask, but Witch Doctor dying. They won't get the pop on him, and now with a quick jaunt away, Mikey will be safe and sound. There's quick, snappy plays here from Singularity, making sure that if they do lose out on one, they're getting a better trade across the board. Snowball shards. Sniper again has been caught. One raise into shackles now. Where's the Burrow Strike? It's a little too late. Can't get around the shards fast enough. Solon is stunned up with Bashruk, but now it's the Sand King who's in trouble. 4 seconds until Bashruk is ready to block him in. The 3-man Burrow Strike. He's buying time for himself for sure as he jukes away. The shards won't trap him in, but the shackles will. As the Snowball secures yet another kill here for Mastermind. A double as he secures his killing spree after that initial death. Looking very good on his SF. A 3-man shrine to top it all off as well. As lanes are being won here pretty hard by Singularity. Faceless Void saving grace, it feels like. As Puck 12 and 2 against the Tides 3-0. Really no contest there. SF defeating the Sniper. And then you've got the kind of even farming pattern between the Venomancer and the Faceless Void. That's the Veno pressuring this Tide super hard, getting the secondary job done as well.
Radiant are scanning.
Tide is so scared.
Radiant's top
So
tower
scared,
is under
hiding
attack.
away. Doesn't want to get found.
Radiant structures
If he's
are
found, he dies. He gushes, but he's scaled. No follow through here though from Solon. Went for the bounty rune instead. Now they've got a little bit of a catch onto Sand King. Dropped to half HP,
is under
down
attack.
to a third as that Ether Shock lands. Sand King not going to pop the shrine just yet. He'll wait for Tide to come wandering on in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
7 minutes in, Sand King, level 3.5. Has been given mid lane a little bit here, but the Sniper needs to keep farming in this mid lane while Mastermind, he can go back like we saw jungle for a bit, come back to mid, clear up a couple of waves, just keep dipping his head in and out as top lane Tide. TP from Sand King will potentially save him here and maybe even turn and look for a kill. This is a double damage Sand King in onto Adamson with the Anchor Smash. They are bringing him down. The Magic Wand buys a bit of time here, but the extra TP. Faceless Void has a chrono if they need, but he can just time walk and maybe get a hit in, but it's not even needed as Sand King secures the kill. Brings down the Veno. Did mean that the Void continued that TP. They'll move in towards bottom lane. Smoke popped here. Shadow Fiend and the Tusk both revealed by the Witch Doctor. As I did see that right. A veil on the Veno. Very interesting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The battle of the bounty rune.
Dire's middle tower
Rasta
is
not
under
really
attack.
strong enough to deal with the Sand King there. Well, it looks like 5 is going for a Battle Fury.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Nothing new here from the SF. Treads, Wand, Aquila Drums. Then you can decide which route to go down. Dragonlance, Hurricane Pike, Yule's Blink. If you want to go into like a Shadow Blade, into a Butterfly, it leaves you super open for any number of builds. You know, just gives you a ton of stats, a ton of movement speed. Lets you flash farm jungle. Very, very strong for team fighting early on as well as it tanks you up so very well. Shadow Shaman revealed here by the hasted Sand King sprinting forward. Venomous Gale was thrown in onto Void, I believe, as he's also hit by the Poison Sting, but the shards block the Void out until the Assassinate arrives and Adamson snowballed in to save him away with the creeps there. Adamson's going to get out, but not for long. Sand King clears up one and looks for two as they take them both down. Solon aiming to TP away, and with no further stuns here from the Radiant, he will succeed at retreating from the meat grinder of top lane as the TP is now coming in towards Mastermind. Sniper throws one hit out. Sand King looping around for the backstab, but Mastermind is wary and knows what's coming.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at all these Dire heroes.
Radiant's
Well, what are you all
middle tower
doing?
is under attack.
Do you want the mid tower, do you, buddies? Shackle onto Sand King. Solon's caught in between 3 or 4 as the orb across will get Mikey out of danger, but Solon kept alive long enough for the Requiem to arrive. Mastermind turns it back, needs to get a raise into Venoki, but he's got the Maledict down, and now the bash from 5. Assassinate will fly, and Mastermind's going to get taken down here, potentially. With the Radiant staying alive, they'll get this 2 for 1. Now the Sand King's respawned, as Snorpy salves up, gets behind his tier 2, the cast, bouncing, Bashrook, Mikey, they're both caught, is going to go again, but Mikey, oh, the Ravage, can he orb away? No, not quite. He's held in place for long enough for them to maybe bring him down, but the sniper's killed immediately. Mikey and Bashrook deep behind enemy lines now, looking for the escape. Mikey, he's walking it off. The Gush is there, the Phase Shift and Orb are ready. He's going to be able to jump a little bit further, but I think that 5 with his final time walk will be able to clear up the puck. The time dilation, he's got a Phase Shift. He's got a Phase Shift. He's not going to use it. He's dead. Taken out. Team Go. Looks like they're winning a team fight under their towers. Very, very over-eager there from Team Singularity as they committed for a couple of kills that they just couldn't get, spreading their damage a little too wide. A bit more focus required as a good 1,500 net worth swing goes the way of the Radiant. And we're now looking at a pretty farmed Faceless Void. Sniper not looking too shabby either. Moving into that Dragonlance after FaZe and Aquila. Still is this Shadow Fiend up at the top though. Mastermind aiming for the Blink BKB build this time around as they again move towards tier 1. Placing Serpent Wards as they go this time. No real defense coming out from Team Go. 5 still wants to secure that Battle Fury. Tidehunter, Soul Ring into Hood. Pretty standard nowadays. Could maybe have thought about the Arcanes or the Phase Boots. He just wants to tank up as much as he possibly can. Now, there are no more stuns here, so 5 should be looking to, yeah, exactly, straight to TP out. So yeah, he's realized they've used Snowball and Punch and Dream Coil. They've got nothing left. I will just see you guys later. Again, a very close early game here, 9-8. Minimal, if any, lead for Team Singularity, but with that Shard's block, potentially Mastermind can look for a triple raise or so, but Vanoki only takes the 1 to the face as Tide holds the line. Makes sure that his little Witch Doctor is safe to walk on back. So this is all space. All space for the Void. Untouched and continues farming. They do have a reasonably good timing on this blink from Puck though. Mikey, with this Observer Ward, he sees the entry and exit of the Radiant squad. Tide moves forward, but this jaunt away means that Puck can no longer go in and play aggressively for another 5-6 seconds or so. Now regrouping with the rest of the team, Solon and Bashrook maneuvering to sit behind Mastermind and just give up this tier 1 top, it appears.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What are they doing? Oh, they see the TP's out. They saw 1 TP and they know there's 2 heroes bot lane because Venomancer has been caught by the Epicenter and the Void. Down goes Adamson, back up towards top though. The cast bouncing, they've killed the Witch Doctor. Brown Dog can likely just TP away from this though. Nothing's going to be able to stop him as they scan incorrectly. Guessing the wrong direction, he went north, they guessed south. So a good maneuver from the Sand King there. Catching the Venos split push. Gets him closer to that blink, now looking at around halfway there. A couple of bounty runes definitely help out as he moves around this map. Sniper not getting scary just yet, but he is in that little cradle of net worth where he's tanking up, he's getting those stats. He's going to become harder and harder to deal with before he builds into some damage items. Get the Pike, think about your Maelstrom, your MKB. Even think about going back for a Mask of Madness potentially. But we're getting to that point that Shadow Fiend loves. Has the Blink with all the stats. Has the Puck Dream Coil to set things up as well. Big Requiem is all he really needs as bottom lane. Sand King again is eyeing up this poor little Adamson Venomancer. Tracking him all the way back with the creep wave. Damage in Void very nearly keeps his Sand King out of the bubble. It looks like Adamson's dead regardless, as Tusk does try and come in to save his buddy. A little punch onto 5 there to slow things down. The blink forward, Puck trying to catch a kill, but with the help of Sand King, this could turn very, very badly for this Dire squad. They get the Hex though. Nice burrow strike across the two of them to jump forward again. Puck causing havoc, but 5 has another time walk and a TP. Now a chase forward. Mastermind with a Requiem. Oh, yes! He gets the job done when the rest of his teammates couldn't quite cut the mustard. He gets it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gale landing onto Sand King, but no reveal here. Oh, he goes for the TP. Shadow Shaman? Oh, had a sentry. That makes sense. He had to go for a risky play there. He was dying, 9 times out of 10. Probably 10 times out of 10. Ravage catches 2. Cask and Death Ward onto Adamson, though. It's a lot of damage being pumped into this Venno as he's assassinated on top of it all. He gets his ulti onto the Tide, but the Serpent Wards will not be enough to do the damage to bring down the Brown Dog.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Regeneration!
Oh, look, SF is doing the farm. How exciting. But what's next for these teams? Puck giving up on the Dagon Dream, going Yules. Shadow Shaman, very little. Medallion, Tusk. It really is all about this Shadow Fiend for the Dire team. A bit more spread across the Radiant. They've got Void doing damage, Sniper. I mean, hell, Witch Doctor and the Sand King are doing an exceptional job. Keeping their cause alive for sure. But it's that Sand King blink that they so desperately need a little bit faster. Tide Force Staff is going to be a cherry on top of their team fight itemization. 200 gold is all Sand King needs, but if he overextends in this bottom lane, could be delayed even further. Dire Absorber Ward spotting the shrine. They know no one's coming that way. Tusk dying, close to meaningless. It really is all about this Sand King. If they can jump in and silence, oh, the Sand King's away. He's safe. Backs up just in time.
Time is money.
Oh man, now he has his blink. That was super close to the Dire just shutting down that timing. And then the Radiant have to reconsider, like the Tusk dying means very, very little. He's just scouting for info. Because they've got these wards watching for bot lane. He just wants to make sure there's no one lurking behind the Sand King. But they really wanted to synchronize that a little better. Oh, this could be huge. Where's the Void gonna go? Requiem. Oh. Still invis. Radiant Sentry's gonna see him now, though. Does he know? The creeps are aggroing him. He knows now, for sure.
Fortune's changed.
I feel like the Radiant have set themselves up really nicely for the next team fight. Oh, that's a sick chrono as well. Death Ward onto the Tusk means he can refocus back onto the Shadow Shaman. Good Hex. No shackles, though. So Force Staff gets him away from that Burrow Strike. He got bashed in the meantime, but they'll lose 2. Turn around from the Puck. Mikey's in there with a 2-man Dream Coil, but Sniper just plunking away at people from long range. Means the Dire can't really go in and commit. There's Voodoo Restoration healing them all up through the Poison Over. Singularity not really getting their teamfight combo or their synergy together. It's the Radiant, perfect place, perfect time. Group up as 5, get a couple of kills, and extract without losing a single life. Hey up, Void. Don't go jumping in those trees. Treads wand, Battle Fury into the Manta style. Feels awfully like an anti-mage. Oh, 6 yards, Bashruk. Separates Solon from Brown Dog. So now I'd honestly put the Radiant pretty far ahead in terms of how this game's going. But they're super reliant on landing big ultis. Like, they need 2 3-man Burrow Strikes. They need, 3-man Ravagers, 2 big heroes in the Chrono. If you look at how the other fights have been going for them, they've been catching a couple of people, but Singularity haven't had the response ready to that. In the upcoming team fights, you're going to be looking at BKB SF, Yule's Puck. Venomancer has a 4-staff now. So you have these maneuverability tools. Solon doesn't have any of these, unfortunately, so he's caught in enemy territory there around the Roshan pit, but he's scouting, looking for a catch onto anyone that he possibly can. That's maybe out of position. Defending this Roshan pit with his life.
I'll take your...
Oh, they definitely can't get picked off like this. This is not a team fight. This is just suicide. Sniper being helped out by Sand King, but the double razors arrive. Adamson will fall, but Mastermind, he'll clear up 1, look for 2. The Sand King will be brought down by a big old Requiem and a right click. In the meantime, they did secure tier 1 down at bottom lane, but pretty detrimental there for their efforts. If they're using ultis, just losing heroes. And now Singularity, they can think about Roshan. They can think about heading into the pit, taking tier 2. They're the ones with the options. While go team, go gaming, team go team go. Kill that tier 2. And that's really the only option they have. They can't come back and oh, can they? Can they come back and defend with a Ravage into like a TP Chrono? They need to TP 2 heroes back though. It's kind of spooky. Kind of spooky. They definitely don't want to be solo chronoing a Tusk, though. That's not what they want to be looking for. I'll just back away from the tier 2. Not in deny range, so they can leave it there for a while. Nearly got our Manta on the Void. Very important for him to get away from silencers. Try and dodge some stuns and projectiles as well, potentially. What's Puck doing? Mikey, what are you up to? I hear you face shifting, I hear you playing with your toys, but not sure what's happening. The sniper just takes down a tier 1. Standoff across the river. Around the Roshan pit as expected. Singularity go for the smoke play. They have vision. They see Sniper. They know that Snorpy's farming away near his own shrine. This could be huge. Again, the Sniper is alone. They've created a buffer in front of him, but there is no buffer behind him. He's able to get closer to the rest of his team, though. Very, very important that Snorpy made this move north and didn't go anywhere else. Courier now flies over the top as the Tusk picks it off. They know that Bashruk is here. They likely know that he's not alone. Adamson shoving mid has shown. So Singularity going to cut waves and try and stop that tier 2 from being taken, but it looks like they've got enough with the creep waves and the damage that they have to bring it down. DD Rune spawns top, so Singularity, they go for a tier 2 of their own mid. That DD Rune looks really juicy. Singularity just keep pushing. I don't think Team Go are going to do anything drastic here around the tier 2. They'll come back and make sure there's no pressure towards their tier 3. Oh, Tidehunter's just going to TP straight forward. With the Burrow Strike in, missing, Puck is able to jump away. Singularity could be thinking about turning and fighting this to jump forward. The Void looking for a Chrono, but the Puck has been able to evade all of their advances. Now with a big Poison Nova. Singularity still thinking about going in, going out, shaking it all about. Solan's aiming for the sniper in the back end, but Snorpy sprints away. Now he's cut off from the rest of his team. He needs to place Serpent Wards and Hex and Shackle and do anything. The Shackles will be cancelled by the Assassinate and the Burrow Strike, and Solan will die as the rest of Singularity retreat. Tier 2 still stands, and again Team Go get the upper hand. This Tide being so tanky with that pipe. Just TPing in onto Tier 2. Doesn't care. 1v5. Come at me. I have Ravage. I have Pipe. Deal with me. And now it's Team Go who head into the pit. Bottom lane. Again, there's Sand King. Up in the face of the Veno. Adamson being unable thus far to deal with these Burrow Strikes and Epicenters and just a Sandstorm in general, honestly. But the Roshan contest here, it begins. Shards and orbs being spammed in. 5 time walks back a little bit of the damage. Singularity, they're ready to jump though. They don't have the Sand King quite ready in the vicinity. He's going to smoke himself up though to move a bit faster. Mastermind jumps in. There's the Requiem wound up and thrown. The Silence in onto the Void as they take him down. No, the man to dodge and jump away. 5. He's secured his safety. He's got the Chrono to come in as well. The Ravage is huge with the Epicenter. It's Team going, and gone. Singularity. They're going to lose everybody. A huge Chrono lands in from 5 as Mikey's puck on 1 HP. He's going to jaunt away. He's going to die to the shrapnel in the end as Snorpy gets himself a double kill. Roshan and Aegis did go the way of the Radiant as Brown Dog has picked up the little red heart, and Team Go, great position to move forward from the platform that leads to victory as they win that Roshan fight. Very, very important one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Adamson, you are not a Tide Hunter. Oh, he's got a hood. He's trying to be a Tide Hunter, but tower still falls. Solan runs forward, Hex there, trying to catch with the Shackles. They've got the vision onto the high ground. The Sand King has been found, but he's not going to die. He Burrow Strikes forward. They're playing aggressively into the Singularity side, and the Radiant, they're not going to lose a single LAN. Everyone stands. The Sand King finally falls, but the SF, that is a big feed. As they jump in one by one, the puck finally secures a Witch Doctor kill, but Mikey has to retreat. Phase shift, assassinate, dodge. Jump from the Void with a time dilation, but the blink and the Yules now has the orb, the shift, and the jaunt. Very difficult to catch this man. But I guess the Chrono helps. Team Go now in the lead, 9k. 28-15 as that fight ends up being a 4-for-2. And a lot of money going the way of the Void as he secures himself a BKB on top of that Manta style.
For me.
Still no high ground broken. I just don't see how the Radiant get into fights against Ravage, Chrono, these two heroes on the front lines, with the Witch Doctor and Sniper behind, and then the offset Sand King. He's always in these fogged positions, jumping in with big two-man Burrow Strikes. As Singularity, they try and consolidate their focus onto one hero. Sand King comes in and says, no, that's not happening. Huge performance from him. Singularity forced to bunker up inside their base. Little plague wards being placed. as the stranglehold begins from Team Go. The net closing in around this dire side of the map. They've shown the sniper, though, towards the mid lane. Tidehunter walks forwards towards his vision, but it's already dewarded there by Solon. Very quick, taking out the opponent's vision.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
5 very fearlessly moves up onto the high ground with his BKB Manta. Still susceptible to getting hexed, but he has the backup of his Tide and Witch Doctor both ready with their stuns.
Time is money.
They can't move anywhere. They're just hiding in their base. They're trying to get sentries everywhere. That's a relatively new ward, but they just can't get any vision down in like this entire area of the map. They're being spotted as they move out of their base. Mikey, the one hero here, might just get found by the Sand King. Oh, in this darkness, he's managed to juke. He can jaunt, he can orb, he can phase shift, he can blink soon, but not quite just yet. Trouble is 5. Can't reach the puck just yet. 5 heroes converge all around Mikey. They know kind of where the puck is heading, but not really. Interesting initiation. Not catching anyone. Nice E-blade onto the range creep. I think he was aiming for the void there. Very tight window to catch him though. Sniper just plinking away at this poor tier 3. They need a Crimson Guard or something to defend against Snorpy. They'll bring this one down eventually. I don't think Adamson has too much to say about this. Just keep trying to defend. No rush moves. Try and force the Radiant into one of these unforced errors.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Aggressively moving out of their base even. Who's back here? Bashruk and Solon very deep.
Dire's bottom
Adamson
shrine
and
has
Mastermind
fallen.
pushed incredibly far forward, trying to cut these waves and make sure that the Radiant don't just get the free push mid and bot and are able to farm this high ground jungle area, which they were attempting to do. While top lane is being pushed in here, it looks like there's double range creep on the Radiant side. That's unfortunate. More damage coming in. We'll clear out this dire wave, so not going to push in towards that tier 2 just yet, as the next creep waves will arrive and the Radiant will again have the upper hand. They're going to have triple. They would have had triple range creeps there. That's why Adamson's come early to try and deal with it. Oh, the 2-man chrono though. Nice E-blade to try and save. Not onto the void since he has BKB Manta, but they've killed Solon and Mikey immediately with no buybacks available. This looks like Team Go might just have caught themselves a victory here. Snowball forward, in onto the void, but he is close to unkillable with a Lincoln Sphere in addition to his other defensive items. Sand King killed off Bashruk.
Middle barracks are under
Caustic
attack.
Finale in the back end.
Radiant's
Sand King going in deep.
is under attack.
Melee racks will fall and Shadow Fiend pops his BKB, but the Requiem cancelled by the bashes from 5 as Mastermind 6 feet under right now with no buyback available. Singularity will lose not 1 but 2 lanes of racks.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Is Adamson going to call it? Does he say the GGs now? There really is no way of coming back into this, it feels like. Solon calls it. Game 2 goes to Team Go. We're going to a Game 3. 2 very close games, both on a knife's edge. 1 game apiece, and now 1 game separates one of these teams from progressing through to the closed qualifiers. Very, very close indeed. 33-15. Let's have a look at that graph, though. All the way through to what? 26 minutes or so, dead even pretty much. And then the game got out of hand as 5 got themselves some severely big items. You know, the pipe. They got the blink sand king. All right, let's have a look. Where are you? So what we're looking at here? The swing happens at like 27.5 minutes. Where's player items? Sand king got his blink at 18. Where's 18 minutes? It's here when the rise begins. The small rise begins. And that was just big team fights around Roshan, wasn't it? Oh, that was the Roshan take. I just went and took tier 2s and destroyed the game. Some big 2-man chronos there from 5 as well, helped out. But, of course, game number 3 is coming up. It's a best of 3. We've got a draw. We have to break this draw. So we'll take a short break, and I'll be back with the game in a couple of minutes. See you guys in just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit of time. Just a tiny bit of time.
Are you ready?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Kill beyond godlike for no one.